eating mindfully.
That's yours.
Oh. Typically in a mindfulness class, we do some sort of mindful eating practice, and we'll usually explore the themes of being able to be present with our food and not multitasking all the time. But today I'll do something a little deeper, and so I've invited someone who specializes in mindful eating to guide me through a practice. Say hi!
Hello everybody! Hi Erin! Thanks for having me.
So you're the mindful eating expert. So today I have a task for you. There is one food that I would like to try eating mindfully, and this food I really hate. Can you guess what food I hate? Can you smell it?
Actually, I can already smell it from here.
From like miles away when you were walking here, right?
Yes,
You can smell
yeah.
it. Okay, so I'm gonna bring it here. I'm gonna show it to the camera.
Bring it on.
Ta-da! Can we see what this is? This is Japanese food, and this is natto.
Natto!
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, I personally don't mind natto, but even this is more potent and more pungent than the usual ones I get.
It is.
Yeah.
I've been smelling it for the past 10 minutes, and I think I'm ready to run out of here. Typically, I find that when I go to I love Japanese food, but when I go to restaurants, I would avoid this. But I know how good natto is for us.
Yes,
There are a
absolutely.
lot of
Yeah.
health benefits
Yes.
to eating natto.
Yes.
So, how should we begin?
When we look at foods, we instantly think, oh, this is something I like or don't like,
Okay.
I like to have more of it or less of it. So today I'd like to invite you to maybe experience the natto in a different way. Alright, so we'll just take a moment to kind of like just, calm ourselves and bring ourselves into this present moment, okay? And then gently open your eyes, and we will start by just looking at this plate of food that's placed in front of us. Okay. So looking at just the colors, textures, and at this time maybe some other thoughts are coming into your mind. Gently try to just bring your focus back to just the appearance of the food.
Is it okay if I covered my nose when I looked at it? So do we do that all? Because as I'm
Well,
looking at the visuals,
yes.
I'm also taking in the smell, and it's really
I know. The smell is kind of hard to avoid.
Yes.
So the next step, in fact, no. Unfortunately, we're going to move to smell. Try to see if you can stay in the moment, be aware, but not be too judgmental. Yeah. Just letting whatever comes, and then as you observe it, let it go too.
Am I supposed to smell it now? So do I have to put my
Okay, you
nose
can take a
really-
deep whiff, yes. If
Can you do it first?
I have no problems with it.
It's very strong, isn't it?
So what is that smell kind of like, what thoughts is it bringing? So all we're doing is observing the thoughts. If there are any feelings about it, we are also observing the feelings. And then, if you're ready, the next thing we're going to do is, of course, we're going to, eat it. Okay, in this case.
So how am I supposed to eat it? Am I supposed to stuff the whole sushi into my mouth?
How about we
or
just
what?
concentrate on the natto and then pick up a few little ones, okay? Just little
So I don't
ones
get to
first.
mask the taste with some rice or some seaweed.
Well, in this case, I kind of want you to have the full experience of the natto, so perhaps not.
Okay,
Okay, so just
alright.
picking a few. You don't have to have a big mouthful, just a few is
I'm just
more
gonna do
than
this
enough.
in front of the camera so you can see how
Okay.
sticky this stuff is. Can you see how sticky this stuff is? Ugh.
Oh, but
Can
that's the
see
good
that-
stuff. That's the enzymes.
It's a very complex feeling right now
Yeah.
that I'm gonna try this.
You just, yes, exactly. That's more than enough. Pick up 3 small little nattos, and I would like you to put it into your mouth and just hold it there before you actually start biting on it. Just put it in your mouth. Get a feel of the texture, that gooiness that you were mentioning earlier. So what we would like you to do in mindfulness is to observe that, but stand apart from it rather than reacting to it like spitting it out. Yeah. When you're ready, you can start chewing it very softly. Again, full attention.
Do I have to chew it because I can just swallow it?
No, chew it. Chew it. In fact, we want you to do it with full awareness. But the key thing here is with acceptance. So non-judgmentally. Even as you swallow it, try to see if you can fully kind of like follow the taste.
But I noticed when we sort of separate the senses, the smell was what really got to me. The taste not so much. So it was this, I think it was the smell that really bothered me.
Yeah.
And it really gave me that very strong aversion. Oh, I hate this. I can't believe I'm gonna eat this kind of feeling.
Yes.
So
But how was the experience of actually registering this thought, but then standing apart from it and observing, oh, I'm not the thought, I'm the person thinking this thought.
I did notice very vividly this thought running in my head, like it's yucky.
Yeah.
It's yucky, but I was also aware that I was thinking this thought,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And then after a while, just allowing myself to step back from this experience, I realized there's also this very interesting, like sort of like an umami taste. The stickiness is not as bad as I thought it was. It felt slimy on my tongue, but it's not as disgusting as I imagined it would be. So a lot of these are actually in my head.
So yeah, I mean, like the whole idea is that when we open ourselves up and try things that we would usually avoid with full awareness, it might bring with it some new experiences, some new insights that we might otherwise have missed if we were to avoid it or if we were to eat it unawares.
I don't think I love it now.
Yeah.
Let's be practical. I don't think
You won't be ordering this every time you go to a Japanese restaurant.
No, but I don't want to waste food, so I think I will have this for lunch.
Oh! Wow, very brave.
and to practice just stepping back and just observing the experience of tasting and eating this.
I started out being a nutritionist and naturopath first, and actually with the advent of the internet, a lot of people are very well read these days, and of course when they come and see me for a consultation, I make a lot of dietary recommendations as to what they should or should not eat. A lot of times I find that when they have resistance towards accepting my so-called recommendations, it's not because of lack of knowledge, but rather exactly some of them have a tendency to steer away from certain so-called healthier foods, or have in fact a craving for perhaps more preservative laden or sugary type foods. So it's that relationship of what that food is doing for them emotionally or mentally. So for me, I started to train in mindful eating specifically because I wanted to present a more holistic way of getting people to think about their food, not just teaching them what to eat, but really how to eat. So that ultimately, we want to re-establish food as a very natural and joyous thing that nourishes us on all levels, be it physically, but also in mind, body and spirit.
I'd like to invite you to finish this with me.
Okay, alright.
I don't think I can finish this for lunch.
Okay. Sure, we can eat it together very mindfully.
So here's another pair of chopsticks.
Okay.
Let's enjoy this together. Let's prove that we didn't throw this away.
Okay.
Oh, it's so sticky.
Woo! Okay, cheers.
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 I don't know what to say right now.
Too overwhelmed.
It was explosive in my mouth.
Yes, even for me.
Right?
Yes,
Right?
yes.
This is good natto, right? Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you.
And if you'd like to find out more about mindful eating, or if you'd like to work through your eating habits, please look for Tiffany over here. She's the expert in this area. Maybe I'll scrape off the natto and just eat the rice.